What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here. The FA Cup returns this weekend, the third round. We travel up to the Riverside, to Middlesbrough away. Unfortunately, we will not be there this weekend. It's the first game of the season. We won't be attending, unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances.
Exactly, but we'll be doing a watch-along here in the studio.
Exactly, we'll be doing a watch-along, so tune in for that. But this is our predicted lineup video, so let's get straight into it. And Sim, what's the team news?
Well, we have a lot of players back. We got Winks back from suspension. Mr. Soko's back. Heung-min Son is back. Dyer is back in the squad as well after apparently he suffered from a virus. But the injury casualties roll on because Kane is going to be out, and Jose said in his press conference that he only envisages bad news on that front. He doesn't think he's going to be available for a while, it looks like, which is a big problem. And Ndombele again is injured. He was ruled out of this weekend.
Jose is really showing his frustration with Ndombele, isn't
he? He said, you know, before Jose came, he said he's had injury problems throughout the season, and since Jose's come in, he's also had injury problems, and it's disrupted his development. And he said it's clear this guy has a lot of qualities and potential. It's clear for all to see, but he just can't seem to stay fit at the moment. It's a real problem. I know it's only 6 months in, and you got to give these players time. There's players who've even been bad for a whole year before they start to show their quality. But these injuries are a worrying aspect.
Yeah, and it actually comes more to the fore at the moment because we're crying out for a player like that as well.
We just need him. We need him on the pitch. We're as reliant on him as we are some of the attacking players going forward, because he's the only real centre mid. There was a stat that came up the other day. They were showing all the central midfielders in the whole of the top 5 leagues in Europe who has the best dribbling stats, and Ndombele has the most take-ons in Europe's top 5 leagues, and one of the highest successful the percentage of dribbling.
He's probably played the least out of all of them as well, to be fair.
So it just shows the guy's quality, and he's clearly, when he's on the pitch, he's a player that you don't want to be facing, but we just can't get him on the pitch at the moment.
All right, so shall we get into the predicted lineup?
Yeah.
We're going to go for a 4-2-3-1 formation. Obviously, in goal, we got no options except for Gazzaniga.
Yeah, he'll carry on his place.
A couple of youth players as well, but I'm just guessing Gazzaniga's going to stay involved. Right back is a few options. I think it's between Kyle Walker-Peters, Juan Foyth, Serge Aurier.
I think Aurier needs a rest, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Because he's been playing every game, especially over the Christmas period.
A rest or a break, or just to get out of the team for a few days.
Yeah, or get out of the team completely. Yeah. Maybe he needs to be sold, Aurier, no, I'm joking. But I think...
Are you joking?
Well, only half joking. But he's played every game over the Christmas period, so it'd be silly to play him again this time. So I'd rest him. I'll be tempted to play Foyth at right back in that third centre back role, but I have a feeling he'll play Kyle Walker-Peters there.
Kyle Walker-Peters hasn't really filled me with joy pretty much the majority of times he's played, to be honest. I think he's got a bit. I think he's got a bit of similarities to Kyle Naughton, to be honest, and I don't know if Kyle Walker-Peters is ever going to reach that kind of level that we need.
Yeah, I think maybe he went so long without consistent first team football. Some fans argue that his development's been hampered at Spurs, and he could have been a good player if he'd had more first team football over the years.
Yeah, he could have kind of done well from a loan move or something like that, but obviously Pochettino likes to kind of breed his players from within, so that never happened. We'll see what happens under Mourinho. But
I think he'll start, get a game.
So we'll put Kyle Walker-Peters right back. Left back, we're going to go for Ryan Sessegnon to keep his place.
Yes, well, Vertonghen, I don't think I'll play him there this game, especially because his aging legs, and he's played in midweek. Again, Sessegnon, I thought was okay. I guess I said that, so I thought I'll play him.
Me and you had a few different views on Sessegnon this weekend. I didn't think he was that great, but you thought he was okay. But I'm willing to give him chances because he's obviously a young player with some good qualities. So Sessegnon left back. Centre backs, obviously we've got Toby, Sanchez, Foyth, Vertonghen. What are we going for?
I think we'll go for Toby and Sanchez in this game, just because.
Obviously Tanganga as well. Tanganga could be involved this weekend.
I think he'll be on the bench. I the reason why I think Toby and Sanchez will be in the back two is because I don't think we're going to be taking the FA Cup that lightly, that we're just going to throw in a bunch of youngsters. I know maybe a few players here and there will be resting, but I think in the defence where we need some experience in the back, I think Toby will play, and I think Sanchez. I think they'll both be playing. I think we want to win the FA Cup this season. I don't think
we want to win it
exactly.
every season.
Well, we don't. Poch hasn't taken it as seriously, and we'll see what Jose his approach to the game is. But I think we'll have quite a few first team players in the team.
All right, so that's a back four of Carl Walker-Peters, Toby Alderweireld, Davison Sanchez, and Ryan Sessegnon. In the double pivot, the options are Winks, Dyer, Sissoko, Wanyama, Skip.
Yeah.
What are we going for? Winks and Dyer?
I think Dyer. I would say Dyer, but Jose hinted he might not be ready for this game in his press conference, so maybe Winks and Sissoko, although that's a double pivot we don't really like to see.
Yeah, we saw it in the majority of last season.
Although we went 4-3-3 against Norwich, so maybe it'll be a 3. It could be a 3 and 3 through the centre, maybe Lo Celso dropping deeper, or behind the striker.
Could be, but for argument's sake, let's go for Winks and Sissoko in the double pivot. Right hand side of the midfield, we're going to see a return for Eric Lamela.
Yeah, I think it could be his first start under Jose. He's come on the last 2 games, and it'll be good for him to get some game time in this one. And considering no Kane, so Son's likely to be pushed up front, so I think that leaves a space in the attacking 3 behind. I think Dele deserves a rest as well, so I think Lamela comes in for this one.
So Lamela on the right hand side. On the left hand side is an interesting one, because we don't actually have many players there fit, ready to go on the left hand side.
No, I think
obviously we got Son coming back, but Kane's out, so
yeah, Son's going to be our striker for the time being. So the only options are Lucas or maybe Eriksen on the left hand side. I think Lucas will play. I think again he had a bad game last time, but unless we play Vertonghen left back and push up Sessegnon, I think it'll have to be Lucas there.
I could probably see that happening, but I think if Lucas was to play on the left hand side, I think we'll see a lot of interchanges with him and Lamela throughout the game.
Yeah.
So let's put Lucas on the left hand side, and just behind the striker, I think it's probably going to be a toss-up. If this is the team we're predicting, I think it's going to be a toss-up between Lo Celso and Eriksen.
Yeah, I think Lo Celso should get it. Well, because why in these kind of games, Lo Celso should be getting the minutes to get acclimatised to the league, because Eriksen, he's leaving, let's be honest, so this is the time for the other players to step up, and I'd like to see Lo Celso play.
All right.
And then we'll Son up front.
Yeah, so Lo Celso obviously in the number 10 role with Sonny up front. Let's just run through that team one more time. Gazzaniga in goal, Carl Walker-Peters right back, Sessegnon left back with Toby and Sanchez as our centre backs. We're going to go for Winks and Sissoko in the double pivot with Lamela, Lo Celso and Lucas Moura right behind Heung-min Son.
It should be enough to beat Borough side, who are in resurgent form.
Yeah, they're in form, obviously, with 2 Spurs old boys at the helm there. You've got Johnny Woodgate as the head coach and Robbie Keane as one of the first team coaches.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to see them again. But let's not take away from the facts that Middlesbrough had an awful start to this season. Johnny Woodgate was on the verge of being sacked.
They're both on the brink of getting sacked.
Yeah, they were both on the brink. They were on the brink actually around the time when the draw got made. But now they've had a really, really good run of form. I think they've won 4 of the last 5 games, so this is no game to take lightly.
They've got a few decent players who they had in the Premier League. They were in the Premier League not so long ago, and they've kept a few of their players they still got. They got Rudiger Stead up front, former Blackburn player. He used to be decent. And they got Ashley Fletcher, former West Ham as well. They've got a few decent players, and it's not going to be an easy game, but if we don't go through, obviously it will be a major shock.
Yeah.
So we have to beat this game. But with Son up front, no Kane, you would worry that maybe we'll lack a bit of presence up front. But we did all right when Kane was injured last season. So hopefully we could replicate that. But we also had the threat of Llorente, which we're not going to have this season.
Am I
and Troy Parrott as well was maybe involved. Mourinho said, we'll see.
Am I right in saying, I could be wrong in this, but one of the last times Kane was out injured, our first game was against Middlesbrough away when Sonny started up front in the Premier League a couple of years back.
You are right, and Janssen played that game.
And Son actually had a blinder that game.
Yep, he scored a brace.
What was the score?
We won 2-1.
We won 2-1.
Yeah, Son scored a really good brace.
So hopefully the omens...
we don't have Janssen this time, so I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
Yeah, probably makes it a bit better. But anyway, that's our predicted lineup video. Put in the comment section below what you think the predicted lineup's going to be. If you agree with our predicted lineup, like, subscribe and comment, and as always,
Come on, you Spurs.